Brown with InkandInspirations.com. Thanks for joining me today. In this video, I have the next in our series of 2014 Stampin' Up! Christmas card ideas, and it features the new beautiful photopolymer set, Gentle Peace. So let's take a look. Let's go through these steps like you were going to make several of these, like to send out for the holidays. So first off, I started with a piece of very vanilla cardstock, cut it 4 1/4 by 11, which is a half of a sheet, portrait ways, you know, going the long way. I scored it at 5 1/2 and then made a good crease. And now I want to emboss, dry emboss with the Textured Impressions folder using my Big Shot or my Texture Boutique. Either one that you have will work. And I slipped the card front into the folder like this, and then you can see the filigree, and I just lined that up so that it was even and equidistant pretty much around. I can see the fold there, okay, so I didn't go over that, and then I can see that it's going to have the complete filigree image on the card front. And so then I ran that through my Texture Boutique. And so now I have the card base ready, and on this one I just wanted to try something a little different, so I sponged over the filigree with crumb cake ink. And I'll show you another example where I did not do that, and you can decide which you like the best. So next I stamped the main image here on very vanilla cardstock in baked brown sugar ink, and then I just cut out with my paper snips around the edges. Next I've got a piece of scratch paper here, and I have my Versamark pad, and I'm just going to pat it all over the front. We're going to do some embossing with iridescent ice and just cover the complete front of this image. Now, back to the beginning, what I would do is cut all my card bases and texture the front, and then I would stamp all my images and cut them out, and then this next part I would do the embossing. So here I have it covered. I can tell that it's got a little glisten, so I know that the ink has good coverage. And I'm going to take my little spoon, and it looks like glitter, but it's the beautiful embossing powder. Been around for a while. I haven't done this technique in a long time, and it's really gorgeous. And this image here is beautiful, colored with blendabilities, but I was thinking, okay, I want to make quite a few with this image in this particular style. So I thought, let me do something a little less time consuming, since I wanted to make several. And now I'm just going to let my tool heat up and watch the magic happen. And with iridescent ice embossing powder, you don't want to over melt it or overheat it, because it loses its sparkle if you do it too much. But you do want to heat all of it up so that it's good and set on your image. And you can kind of see it melting through, and I think that's good. And then I'll kind of look over the image to see if there are any dull places. I see a little bit here, and right there where I was holding it. And now I think I'm good to go. Now, I've tried several ways of adhesive, several types of adhesive for this. This, having that covered with the iridescent ice makes it a little heavy and a little stiff. And I wanted to back it with some of our champagne glimmer paper. So I cut this about 3 by 5. It's better to cut it with your scissors rather than with your trimmer. And I'm going to use some hot glue to glue that on so that it stays, because this glitter doesn't want to hold too well with dimensionals. You could try Tombow. I wanted quick and I wanted it to dry, so I heated up my hot glue gun, and I have another one done here. And so now it's already on the champagne glimmer paper, and then I took my snips again and I cut out around, leaving about a 1/4 inch border. And go up to the point there and then try to match point to point. It doesn't always turn out exactly right, but it's beautiful, handmade, and will be appreciated. I love this set. I'm so glad they came out with it. It's beautiful, lots of possibilities. This is just one. Okay, so now I've got my stained glass champagne glimmer paper window cut out, and then I'm going to take my card base and I'm just going to use, I think I can use Tombow on this. If you wanted it to dry quick and you wanted a good bond right away, you could use some hot glue. But what you have to remember with your adhesives is that depending on what it is, it adds weight to your card. You know, and if you're mailing, that's something you have to keep in mind. Okay, so there's our card, and on the inside, I stamped the sentiments. Beautiful. I love photopolymer because I was able to see through, ink it up, see through it, and stamp and get it straight. And here is the other card I made without the sponging. So, which one do you think you like best? I don't know. I like them both. I really like this one though. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I hope you see that you can take that embossing technique with the iridescent ice embossing powder and make a beautiful card with a line art image that would also look equally as beautiful colored with our blendabilities. So the question I have for you is to sponge or not to sponge? What do you think? Thanks for joining me. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up and be sure to subscribe so that you can get notice of all my videos here on YouTube. And be sure to visit my website at inkandinspirations.com. I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.